Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Tebow. Happy Friday, Saturday at this point, looks like. Do we need some flute music? We got Alyosha. Thank you. Shout out to Nate from Colombia, or Nat. Sister Christy is here too. Happy Friday, Saturday. Not. Evie's birthday is tomorrow. I went to visit my nephew today and connected with my. Yeah. If many people like horizontal viewing on YouTube, I might change it. Yeah. Nephew's doing great. My sister said he went to the children's museum and liked. They had a handpan instrument there. Similar, but it's just like just a non-instrument that they can tap. And I had some tongue drums. So I bought my tongue drum over that I don't use. So, and then spent some quality time sharing wedding photos, pre-wedding photos, and other, share her the message of our excursion in Vietnam. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, some people like to watch on TV. Yeah, they feel bad now that they can't go because they saw like, whoa, they seen the video of our wedding. And so at least they can see that. Yeah, my nephew, big now, he learned to clap already, Yay! I think the daycare teaching him how to clap. And not almost 1 year old, so very young baby, very young. Other than my brother-in-law getting laid off and needing to find a job. But it's just been a month. My sister's still working, so, Everybody's doing the best they can. I'm doing the best I can. Can you do the chat horizontal? The chat is just vertical yet. The chat's been vertical for a while. Welcome, CC. I don't know. Maybe I'll make the chat horizontal if. It's been doing good though. The moment I bring the flute out, the viewer. Thank you. Oh, welcome, Sister Soen. Nice to see you. I had a good nap. Yeah, my nephew's, before his head was bigger, it was big. Now the belly got big too. Started eating chicken already. The head developed before, and then now the stomach can consume more food. But yeah, he had a little fever, but we still had fun. We had some pizza. We didn't really plan to eat, but you know, people make excuses to get junk food because it's delicious. So I had 3 slices of pizza myself. It was okay. We gave her some of our gifts from Vietnam, some Vietnamese coffee. Yeah. It's hard to just eat one. Yeah. From time to time, I'll have 1 or 2. Usually it's 2 pizzas. But luckily, I didn't eat all day. So it kind of balanced out well. No, I just ate twice. One, yeah, calorie was fine. It wasn't too active. Only downside is they live so far, which is like a 40-minute drive every time, which is, in Houston, a 40-minute drive is really far because the freeway system's so good. In Vietnam, a 40-minute would get you so far, like another city. Which essentially, I guess we kind of went to another city. But excited. New flutes. Okay, welcome Sister Lisa Nanda. We got Loch Nessa, Denise. I hope everybody keeping their faith strong. Welcome Pancakes. Pancakes here too. People been loving the flutes. I've been loving the flutes. And people been loving more sound healing. But today people really enjoyed the Dharma talk because I only really talk a lot on Fridays if the flow is good. You know. And today we had a good flow. I didn't even record it or anything. We recently reached 6,000 followers on Facebook. It's just slowly climbing up there. I scheduled post before I left to go to Vietnam, and it's still scheduling. So I'm still deciding what kind of content I would like to make. Trying to see if I can reach more audience with some sort of new idea. So we'll see. Maybe a more intentional video. Maybe even talking about flutes and talking about flute techniques, or talking about the tone of the flutes and then playing it. Something interesting, kind of a warm narration of flute music or flutes, introducing people drone flutes. I was in Vietnam for about 2 months, but I did spend 5 days in Thailand, my home country. My home country is America, but my birth country is Thailand. Always good to talk to Thai people because, I'm Thai, but I don't really talk to Thai people too much. But some come here, like Siri Coffee, And มีคนไทย maybe about 3, 4, a good amount, 5 Thai people cycle through here and say hi. มีคนไทยมาสวัสดีเราบ้างแต่ส่วนมากพูดภาษาอังกฤษนะครับขอบคุณคนไทยที่มาทั้งหลาย And it's also kind of intimidating because I speak English clearly. So it's like, wait, is he Thai at all? And then when they find out that I'm Thai, it gets kind of like shocking that I speak Thai because I just don't really. Shocking. It's like, you know how it is. Shocking. It's like when you don't really speak what you look like, and then you do. But I also look confusing because people can't really detect, like, what is he? So the easiest guess would be Filipino. So I'm an honorary Filipino by image. That's just how the universe picked it. Filipino. Thank you for the follow. Let's do a little fluting. What kind of flute do you like to hear? YouTube. Yeah. Well, it's gonna be. Yeah, there's gonna be some delay on. What are the options? I thought about making a full-on list and putting it on screen of like what kind of flutes we have using, like what's a good genre for people to pick? Contrabass flute, drone bass flute, YouTube qualities, but not sure why. Let me see here. It says YouTube quality is bad now. Yeah. Like it just doesn't look so good. Oh, well, I did change from 60 frames per second to 30 frames per second, so it's not. Yeah. So that you could load it faster. I'm not really. And number the list. Oh, you want like every flute on there? I was just thinking category. You know what I mean? Like, okay, Native American drone flute, which would include triple drone. Right. Native American bass flute, Native American contrabass flute, higher tone Native American flute. Right, bass Egyptian, higher pitch Egyptian. But people always like the bass flutes. So maybe that's what I should just put. Just all bass flutes and then have a side option. Egyptian flutes. And then we have the new Aeolian flute. We have Peruvian flutes. And maybe having not having too many choices will, choices sometimes stress people out. So giving you a general choice and then I make the final choice might be better, because when you're overwhelmed with options, because there's really that many variety for people to choose from, so maybe just kind of limiting the audience option, and then I'll make the final, unless you really want to be precise. Flute 39. So every flute would have a number. I think that might be too too crazy. There's just so many. I mean, we can do a flute count, current count, you know what I mean? Do you got gamelan-ish music? Not sure what that is. It's like kind of atonal sound. Not sure what gamelan and atonal means. Maybe you can tell me about the culture. Gamelan-ish music. If anybody can help with that, let me know. Welcome, Jesse. Nice to see you. Gamelan music. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is very like similar to Japanese flute. Yeah, very similar to Japanese variety, which is something like this. But it's a bit more like a sharp, which would be like this. Or it could be yeah. Guess how many flute is currently on the rack? Okay, there's other flutes that I don't play that's out of tune. We're not counting those. On the rack right now, how many flutes do you think is on the rack currently? Okay, this is a 68. That's a good guess. I'm going to guess 71. Okay. I know. Like, golly. I'm going to guess 71. Here we go. Here we go. Wait, I'm not gonna count the decorative ones that I don't really play, okay? There's some that's on there, I don't even, it's there because it's beautiful gift and stuff. We're not counting those, okay? It's like, unless you want to count that. Okay, let's not count that. Let's count the one that I use, okay? On this side is 31 so far. Okay. 31. $49 so far. Last rack. 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, and 62 flutes. Okay, looks like I gave away a lot of flutes. 62 flutes in total. Yes, I forgot I gave a lot of flutes away. But let's just say I actively used 60, because there were some I counted down. Like, I know you're sitting there all lonely. You just, you know, one shakuhachi over here, all sad. This one, you haven't seen this one in a while. Shakuhachi. Give it some love. What do you win? Mango for the winner. Psych. Paul has another big painting show. Big painting show in a few weeks. Oh, hope he sells all his art. Yeah, Many beautiful flutes. Here's another one. I do play this one a bit more. Beautiful tone. Do I have a favorite flute? It changes over time. It's just more, some flutes help the world more at a certain time. That's what makes me, I like flutes that make an emotional impact on the community. And every flute has a time that they shine at one point. You know, it could be this flute, it could be any. So it's more like a unit, right? Sometimes this one just cracks the ego and heart open. This one is another one I don't play too often because the tuning is kind of 440 hertz, kind of off. But still, and all the flutes on the rack sound good. That's why they're on there. If they were really bad, they wouldn't be on the rack in the first place. Yeah, this one is not as refined and require more skill from my part to make sound good. Honestly. Like just learning how to play the flute and make it sound crispy and clear is another skill that I learned. Like, okay, that sounds raspy. How do I reduce the raspiness and make it more clear into the microphone? Right, so that's somebody was asking which one is the easiest to play and which one is the hardest to play. I mean, like I said, the most well-rounded flute for me personally is the Mystic Village flute. That's why it's the Mystic Village flute. This one just doesn't miss. I would say this is not the easiest flute, but easy in like I'm satisfied with the difficulty level. It's not too easy, it's not too hard, it sounds good, it's consistent, and people's response to this flute is like the highest in the ease to play this one. Right? That's what I mean. So when I play it, it's an easy flute to play for the amount of joy and peace people feel from the flute. But the flute probably easiest to really play would be like this one. The fairy flute. The easiest one to play. Really, you don't. Of course, what I'm doing is more skillful, but if you're a beginner and you got this, you would be extremely happy. The hardest flute to play? What do you think? Do you think is the hardest one to play in here? Who remembers? 62 flutes. In all of the flute kingdom, what genre, what can you guess might be the hardest one? The new one that you describe as hard? No, it's not the new ones. There are flutes here that were harder than the new ones. The long red one? It's so hard, I don't even play it that much. It's this one we call Ganesha. First off, it's a huge flute, which I love, right? But look, I have big hands, and my finger is almost the same size as the actual hole. Okay. So that's already difficult. And then when you hold it, when you play this flute, you don't play it like this, right? You have to play it sideways, which makes the covering the hole very difficult. Right? You play it like this. So to keep the holes covered, you have to use a bit more like practice and more grip. This is a contrabass at this point. Yeah. This is a G sharp major 440 hertz. And then you run out. So it takes all the energy out of you too, because huge flute. And as you can see, just me holding this, I'm stretching my hand completely. So I mean, I can make it sound good still. It's not comfortable at all, this flute. But I did get engraving on it. Bougie, the thank you God flute. Yeah, so that is the most difficult flute. There are more. That's the most difficult one. And I think most people couldn't play that flute because their hands just not big enough or their fingers too small. So that's what makes that flute extremely difficult. The other contrabass one, this design, they made the hole a lot smaller because, right? Look at, right? See, the hole's a lot smaller compared to this one. Okay, if you just look at the different size in the hole, they had to go and now the benefits of having larger hole is more control of the tone of flutes, right? The higher pitch on the purple one sounds good, and I didn't even play the higher pitch on it. So I guess I'll show you. Charlotte says, I heard the Japanese shakuhachi, but is difficult because it's spiritually demanding. If you play from your heart, all the flutes are spiritually demanding. That's the truth. But the reason why the Japanese flute may be harder is because it only has 4 holes or 5 holes. So it's very simple. But it's not right. I think a more spiritually demanding flute is the aki. Like the shakuhachi has 5 holes. The akibono has 4 holes. But right, which is called the geisha. So the geisha here has 4 holes, and she's so quiet, right? The akibonos are a really quiet flute. I would say this is more spiritually demanding because limited hole and limited sound projection. So less choices and quiet, but Now I hope you understand. Spiritually demanding. Because the feeling is completely different, right? I have less option, it's quiet, needing more breath work to make the flute spirit come out. That's why you see me get into a really deep state before I begin. You can't just casually play that flute. There's no messing around. People don't feel anything. But when you feel first. And that's how I play all the flutes anyways. With soul. Welcome Salix. Thank you Elizabeth. Welcome everybody. Thank you Summer Spicer. Happy Saturday, Friday. Shout out to Jesse and Paul. Me, myself. Welcome my game backlog here. Thank you, CC. The geisha. We call that flute the geisha for a reason. So if you just... That's why each flute kind of has a spirit. And when the flute has a strong spiritual energy, they get a name like Wandering Buffalo, Geisha, Shogun. The old soul is the new one. The magic carpet. You know, it's like, what the heck is the magic carpet? That's the magic carpet. Like this one, his name is Baby Genie. What does the baby genie sound like? And then we have Big Genie here. Baby Genie and Big Genie. Thank you, Scott and Jesse. What's the weirdest flute name? None of them really. It's all respectful names because, you know, I named them not to be weird, but to really, yeah. It's not like I just named them for fun. It's naming because they tell me to name it. I mean, the weirdest one, Wandering Buffalo. Yeah, it's like the weirdest one. But I think the wandering buffalo just found a new sibling. The raven. I think this one we call the raven. Just a strong energy. Just like, damn, that's a flute. The raven perfect name for this flute. You just see it. Yes, this is the Native American drone flute, but this scale is a Aeolian scale, which is why it's not a traditional scale. Yeah, it's more of a modern interest in Native American flute enthusiast, from what I'm observing. The name just came to me, y'all. I was like, I knew the buffalo had a bird hanging around. I was like, man, I don't want to name it the crow because it's not crow, but I saw the raven, right? There's intuition involved. Like, yeah. South Indian flute? Yeah. You mean the bansuri? I only have bansuri from India. I would like to get more, but I want to get quality bansuris, not just any. I need things to be in tuned. At least honor the flute by tuning the flute. You know? This is from Twitch. Yeah, we can. I gave one flute to brother Reverend Karuna. And now I got one left. Ganesha, the thank you God flute, is another. South Indian flute, you could say. But this one makes people cry. Who remembers the name of this flute? Lakshmi, the one to wipe your tear in sadness. Little Lakshmi in action. Yes, I got 4 new flutes yesterday. We had an unboxing. If you didn't know, you saw one of the new flutes already. The Raven. Made by Sweeping Feather Flutes out of New York. Aeolian flute in the key of C. C Aeolian flute, 432 hertz. Welcome, Unicorn. Welcome, everybody. Thank you, Bonnie, for the follow. Arcana, thank you. Thank you to Claudia, Summer Spicer, The Gathering Garden, my game backlog, Jeff, and thank you to Austin, Nix. Oh, you want to see the other flutes? Okay. So you already saw the Raven. We haven't named these yet, okay? They just came in. I'm still getting accustomed to the flutes. So just enjoy the journey with me. This one is the heaviest flute I currently own at this point. From Elemental Flutes, North Carolina. Key of D. Triple drone Native American Flutes, 432 hertz. Heavyweight champion of the world. Just kidding. It felt like that. It's kind of going with the flow. Okay. This flute hurts your thumb because it's so heavy. Mouthpiece. 3 flutes in one. Yeah, 3 flutes right there. Beautifully made. I bought used. Thank you, Sister Christy. Have a wonderful day. I guess we're ready for the sound demo. It's difficult to pick a favorite. That's why I don't have a favorite. I see my team, you know. Yeah, it's a very loud flute. Here we go. Very cosmic, right? So much air is required to do that. So much air. I would like to say that it's definitely. Thank you. So that flute is very. What she say? Paul said, "That sounds heavenly." And Jesse said, "It's what Mother Earth's cry into the river would sound like." Thank you. Thank you to all the blessing, by the way. Addie and, let's see, Black Cloud, thank you for your blessing. Yeah, Ghost, thank you so much. We have 2 more new flutes to share with you if you're just joining us. 2 more triple drones. Very cosmic, yeah. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna name that flute yet, but I just know it demands. It's like a legendary Pokemon, it's like a not easy to tame, like Lugia or whatever, That's like a legendary Pokemon status of a flute that I'm blessed to attain. But it's not Snorlax, okay? You're Snorlax. Thank you, Charlotte. Cosmonovum. Is that a Pokemon? I'm outdated. We'll see. I almost want to name that flute Kuan Yin, like straight Bodhisattva of compassion. You know what I mean? Kuan Yin. I mean, it's appropriate, Just, yeah. Kuan Yin. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you thank you to everybody supportive. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ka. Thank you, Va. Thank you so much. We got Ka and Va here. Gabrielle, and others. Thank you. Well, we have 2 more triple drone. Have you done any work for a movie? No, I just done work for you. my community here. You are my. I live in Houston but born in Thailand. Yeah. Check this out. Boom. This is from Scissor Tail Flutes. Another beautiful masterpiece. E minor triple drone Native American flute in 432 Hz. With an alternating drone. Yes, Houston is hot. I have to agree with you. It's the hottest place I've been to when I went to Vietnam and Thailand recently. Okay, thank you, Unicorn. So, right, so this is a regular flute in the middle, a drone pipe that has an optional alternating drone, so it goes like this. Right, you hold it regular and then you cover the drone if you want to use it. And then if you want to switch over, you do that right there. I know it's all the bells and whistles. So I just got this flute yesterday, so just give me maybe a couple more weeks to develop the alternating drone hole, and I'll get used to experimenting with it. So. It has an underwater, like a sea creature, like a walrus kind of vibe, you know? Like something around there. Scissor tail flute. And then we have the last one. Another one from Welcome Albana. Thank you for the follow, Luna. We got Mix Master, Queen Unicorn, Demai, and Toyota. Another, that one was in the key of E minor. This is in the key of G minor, 432 hertz alternating triple drone Native American flute with some turquoise on this one. Mesmerizing. Good wood. This one I think is aromatic cedar. The other one before was Spanish cedar, according to the flute maker. We're on the last block at the very right. Thank you, Ka. How do you feel listening to that? Another cosmic flute. Another difficult flute to develop. It's not difficult, it's just a new technique. Right? The alternating drone is a new thing. None of the former flutes I had it. So it's just, I mean, I kind of learned it already as we are trying things out, right? Definitely difficult to, like, okay. Because it doesn't always sound good, so you have to execute it in a way that sounds and has feeling, right? Just because it has an option to do it doesn't mean it's always good too. But in the experimental phase, we have to try a lot of things. Thank you. Triple drone flute's always beautiful to observe and listen to, and always the difficult to make it has emotion because there's so much you can do with it. But doing too much sometimes it's not the best, but sometimes it is, so you just have to pay attention. If anything, I'm trying to practice that new technique over and over until I master it. That's what I'm feeling. But it's good to take a break from the most difficult flute to just connect and chill a little bit more. But what did you feel from that? I feel like I'm seeing you unlock plates on earth to move freely, and the earth bones are like, oh my god, thank you. Thank you. Shout out to Sister Jessie on YouTube. Your stream is a little delayed. Okay, thank you. Like my audio. Okay. Yeah. I think I can fix it real quick here. Hopefully I can fix it. Let's see here. Advanced audio option. and mic offset, right? Mic offset. Okay, let's just bump it to 10. Let's see here. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see here. It's good to fix it too. See how bad it is. Is it better? Let me see here. When I record it, it's in sync. Okay, let me bump it to 20. Is the audio still slightly delayed? Let me know. 20. Wait, is it just go? Okay. Is anyone else experiencing slight audio delayed or a lot? Let me know. Let me see. Okay, no delay. Okay, let me just. Okay, if some people are not having issues, let me turn it back down to 0. Okay, some people issue. Sometimes you have to rejoin from time to time. Yeah, it's. Adjust the audio timing to avoid. Okay. Let me know because I can't adjust my audio timing on TikTok. Okay. Looks like some people it's mixed, so at least it's perfect for some people. Okay, I don't want to start. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna save it. Okay. Oh, you left is the same. Try close. Close the app completely and come back, or did you just leave? Sometimes you gotta close the app completely and come back. Usually that fixes a lot of things. Yeah. Because sometimes that TikTok is a highly demanding. It drains a lot of your RAM and memory. So yeah. And if you download a lot of stuff and doesn't have space, it just doesn't run as well. Okay, it's working now. Okay, it's okay. If I gotta do some IT work, then it's gotta do some IT work. Yeah. All right, I guess back to the music. Brett says, my dad passed away in May of this year and I was born only in 1953 and suffered from MG. Not sure what the past 15 years and also had a stent for a previous surgery and he fell down backward and the stent probably fell. Sorry to hear about your father's passing in May, which is pretty recent. I hope that you find some from cardiac arrest in hospital. Yeah? One day we join your father too, but today we can play a flute for your father's passing. And just remembering the impermanence of life. enjoy your life while we have it. How do you feel from that flute ceremony vibes? Thank you, Patrick Swayze. Rian. Thank you, Funny Ships, for your Twitch Prime. Welcome, Deepanshu. Thank you, Sister Jessie, for sharing what's on your heart. What do you need today, energetically? What would you like to feel from the flutes today? I'm surrounded by 62 flutes, and I'd like to see what feeling you're looking for. Maybe a flute can fulfill your energy. Flutes from all around the world. Confidence and sleep. I prefer 67. We got love and power. Flute for some calligraphy. How about an Egyptian flute in a key of B? From Portugal by Rui Gomez. A Hijaz flute. Hijaz. More masculine, mysterious, enchanting tone. Relaxing, but also focused, calm, and a little mysterious. 4 holes, so very simple flute. This is a Japanese flute called the akibono, also 4 holes, a Zen flute. We call the shogun. Strong, Zen, meditative, confidence, and relaxing at the same time. It looks like many people may benefit from this one in a key of G, contrabass, which is why the flute's so tall. Welcome, Sophie. How do you feel from that? Back-to-back confidence flute. For confidence, clarity, calligraphy. Love. Some people want to feel the love flute. Love flute. What kind of love we talking about though? Unconditional love? Freedom flute? Freedom flute. Love and freedom. Thank you. Love and freedom. That's a big request. I think you need a big flute for a big request, you know? This one we call the mountain spirit. This is a shakuhachi in the key of F, made by Perry Young from New York, actually. He went to Japan to study how to make shakuhachis, and this is one of the natural, non-traditional way to make shakuhachi, to get this gigantic bass flute. And I hope you enjoy. How do we feel from that? That was a contrabass flute by J.D. Flutes, F sharp minor, 440 hertz, Native American flute. Which I think is also from South Carolina or North Carolina, right? J.D. Flutes. This is a tuner, right? So every note that I'm playing, you can see what note it is, and the A is tuned to 432. Most of my flutes are tuned to 432 hertz, but of course I have some 440 hertz flute. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for all your support, NEC, Nick, Claudia. Thank you for your gifting and donating. Krumbalina, muchas gracias. The sound in the background is a sound that I got from it's a sound that that's from a sound pack. Yeah, it's a field recording. So it's a real sound that is a high quality recording of water flowing. Of course, I'm not gonna bring you low quality water flowing. It matters. Thank you, Sophie. I stream almost every day, except Saturday. So this is my general time, Monday through Friday. I'm consistent most of this. Sunday I stream at 2 p.m. at the park. So I do local work also. I'm not always on here. Sundays I'm at a local location. And then at night I'll come back at 2 a.m. since I'm in the central time here in Houston, Texas. I do a free sound healing every Sunday in Houston. So if you're in Houston every Sunday, you can come hang out with me and my friends for a free sound bath. No ticket, donation based, optional. Which is kind of unheard of. But it's more common now. Donation based healing, donation based yoga, free yoga. Uncommon, but it does exist. So it's beautiful to see the world leading with a bit more healing and not just profit only. Welcome, Orange Peel. Can you please pray for the universe so I can advance in my acting career and be put in a movie? If it's in the will of the universe, that way will open. Do you also sing? I can, and I do a lot of mantras, but I focus more on flutes and singing bowls. Thank you. We do have around 40 minutes left. Really 37 minutes. Let's get familiar with the new flutes that just came in. The Cosmic Flute. I still don't feel Cosmic Gaia right here. playing this flute requires a special name like Cosmic Gaia. You know what I mean? Whoa. I'm grateful I have incredible teachers. Thank you, Eduardo Silva. Thank you so much for your donation on YouTube. Thank you for sharing the live. Zaret, Nikki, Vita, thank you for the follow. Elijah, nice to see you again. That flute is more like a group of angels just purifying, you know. Thank you, Thibaut. Was cubist. How I felt. I felt this energy, lots of thoughts and images surfacing that needed to be released. Thank you so much for you and the angels. Thank you for being here and enjoying the music on your Friday night or Saturday morning. Which is why I play with my heart and soul, because our time on planet Earth is precious, and I just want to bring you the best energy that I can. But really the energy comes from the universe, the Great Spirit. All is one. One love. You are the greatest instrument. Paul says, the flutes are so relaxing, our dog is farting from so much relaxation. It's an honor. Yes. And that's actually magical, says Paul. Currently it's 4:38 a.m. in my time. I am in Houston, Texas, which is Central Standard Time. I'm in my last block of streaming, which is right on the right side here. 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. and we're getting to that time soon, in about 20 minutes. I stream like this from Monday through Friday, and Sundays it's just nighttime, the very last block, and I stream the middle block but at 2 a.m. I stream 2 p.m. to around 3 p.m. because I do an outdoor sound healing here in Houston, Texas on Sunday, and then it takes a while to come home. And if I have energy, I may jump on at 9. It's just some days it's so hot here in Houston, Texas, and it does require lots of rest. And I do bring a lot of gear outside. Microphones, flutes, singing bowls. Sophie says, I've managed to find you on another channel that can't be named. Yeah. I'm streaming onto 6 platforms currently. I'm in in Houston. I do a sound bath at Unity of Houston every Sunday at 2 p.m. But coming at around 1:30 is good. Yeah. Houston is in Texas, and then Texas is in USA. Yeah. Thank you, T-Bo. Thank you to Brett for your blessings too. Grateful to Orange Peel, Nix, Cheryl, Andrew, Lisa. Thank you for the constant support. What frequency is the most relaxing for my dog to fart? You're gonna have to talk to Paul. I'm not expertise in that field. Oh yeah. I focus more on feeling and love joined. Oh, we'll see. They took away you can't really see how many people's actually on Insight Timer now. They kind of took that away, but that's okay. No problem. Yeah. Because it's not that many people. But it doesn't matter because you like being here, you enjoy the experience, and that's really all that matters. That you enjoy your time here. I enjoy my time here, and it's growing. Thank you, Chris. Let's do some more flutes, if you don't mind. Flute. The flute life. Unless you have a question about something. My mind worries a lot and you've actually calmed it. It's not me. It's everything. The community, the people here are positive. Right? The music's positive. No one expects anything from you. It's kind of a free spirit, positive environment. I don't need something from you. I'm not begging for anything. And it's good vibes. That's kind of rare nowadays. You know what I mean? It's like people want to enjoy it. But sometimes there's too much begging, which kind of ruins the purity of the experience. I just wish people had a little bit more faith. Trust that, or just improve their healing skills. Instead, they increase their marketing. Develop your healing. And maybe marketing too. Thank you, Eduardo. This flute is called Sunshine. Currently one of the top 5 flutes in this whole room out of the 62 flutes that we actively mostly use. Yeah. Thank you, Pale, Revenant, and Susan. Thank you so much. I want to develop one more flute. I need to get better quickly because why waste time? Just got this yesterday. very loud flute. So I need to learn how to accommodate my technique to make it more gentle by bending the flute down like this. Maybe. Still figuring it out. This is made by Scissor Tail Flutes, E minor triple drone, 432 Hz, with an alternating drone hole, made from Spanish cedar. that flute, you have to focus to do well with that flute. You know, there's it's not casual at all. It's like getting on a Pegasus, you know, and riding. Oh, here it goes. They're very celestial, very surreal. It's like unreal that an instrument makes that sound, right? Kind of wild. It's like a mobile organ, which is why we bought it. Yeah, triple drone. Whoa! It's heavenly. Yeah, heavenly. I think we decided that's Pegasus, kind of appropriate. We, as in me and you. When I speak from we, it's more about life, about experiencing life. Yeah. Welcome, Flippin' Lemon. Sounds of the flutes lifts one's spirit into beautiful realms. I think I want to hear the raven one more time. Remember the raven? Weeping Willow. Corvus says that one sounded like a weeping willow. That's this is a top tier flute, you know. I would say. I mean, all of these, the ones that you see look crazy, it's all like really amazing flute. So, shout out to the flute makers. This one, sweeping feather flutes. Which brings us to the end of today's stream. Thank you, Fola Gang, President of the World 67. Thank you, Varga, Sophie. Hope you had a good time listening to some flutes, relaxing atmosphere. Thank you, Beverly, Jesse. I hope you feel some positive energy, some beauty. Thank you, Michael. Some joy, some love, some freedom, some light. Maybe release a little, relax a lot, and love your damn self the most. He's like, no, don't go. To whom do you bow to? I bow to my breath. Three ohms, and I'll be back on Sunday at 2 p.m. in Houston, Texas. So thank you for the follow. If you wanna follow, if you wanna keep track with me, just follow. Here's my schedule. I stream 3 times a day, Monday through Friday, and Sunday I stream a couple times. So generally, this is the time if you're in America and UK. This is right. It's on the screen. It's just easier to follow. If you really like it enough to care about the schedule, consider following. You know what I mean? Some people just forget to click the button, you know. Thank you to all the moderators. Ever since we do more sound healing, more peace, no drama. Other than that one person thought that I was practicing something demonic because my light was red the other day. Anyways. And I was playing some singing bowl, so I guess this seems black magic-y, whatever. You know what I mean? Three ohms. Breathing in. Inhale. Breathing in. Please love your damn self. Por favor. Gracias. Shout out to the mango gang, the people who like to eat mangoes. Thank you, Sister Mira. Thank you. And I'll see you when I see you. Thank you so much. Thank you.